100 rated chess. But you are a defender, defend something different each turn. That doesn't sound very Giga Chad. But you know what they say. Defense is the best form of attack. We get a 117 from Ireland. Okay, first move, I obviously cannot push pawns. Pushing any pawns now just doesn't defend anything. Knight f3 is kinda forced. My knight defends the pawn on d2, the king and the pawn on h2. It is a legal move. f5. Alright, we can push pawns now. e3. The e-pawn doesn't exactly defend anything, but the move e3 is actually opening up the way for my queen to defend the knight on f3. The challenge only forces me to defend things every move. It doesn't say that the moving piece or pawn has to be the one making the defense. d5. d4. Allowing my bishop to defend the e-pawn. Bishop d7. Bishop d3. Defending the pawn from behind, and since I respect your time, from now on I won't be mentioning the defenses that are easy to see, you guys can look for them yourself. g6. Okay, so this challenge literally told me to play defensively as I won't be having too much freedom on my opponent's side of the board, but I guess sometimes we can make a few aggressive moves to kick up the atmosphere a little bit. Knight e5. Defending the bishop from behind, also threatening some sort of sketchy checkmates as he has already opened up his f-pawn. Knight f6. f4. Bishop e6. Okay, that bishop is very confusing. c3. I am currently playing real slow right now as every time I want to make a move, I need to recheck whether or not that move is ending my own video. This challenge is actually way more stressful than I expected, but somehow this guy still managed to spend even more time than me for his moves. At this rate I am so going to win on time before I can actually start attacking. h5. That blundered the g-pawn, but I went for knight d2 instead. Allowing my rook to defend the bishop, I literally didn't see that he blundered the g-pawn at that point. This challenge is extremely stressful that all my focus was reserved for looking at my own pieces instead of his. h4. But of course I won't miss it twice. Bishop h6. That blunders a rook, but unfortunately that move doesn't defend anything. Knight f3. Rook g8. Knight fe5. We're slowly getting in there. c6. I don't know what to do now, so let's just take this pawn. I really need to find a way to move his knight away for queen h5. Queen b6. That blunders the f-pawn, but after knight takes bishop takes, my bishop actually cannot take as it won't be defending anything. g3 random move. And before you are about to backseat, yes, the bishop would have allowed my queen to defend the d-pawn, but sadly I won't be seeing that for the rest of this game. That is a permanent blind spot for me. a5. Queen f3. I don't even know what to do anymore. I can't make progress, but this guy is also not making any attacking moves that can allow me to punish his mistakes. Knight g4. Aha. Finally, the first move that crosses into my half of the board. I don't really want to trade my strong knight, but if I just leave it like this, he can actually take my knight for free as my pawns cannot recapture due to the rules. So I guess, I don't really have a choice. He takes with pawn. That opens up my bishop though, but bishop g6 is not a thing due to the rules. Queen back to d1. I literally do not see anything. Knight a6. Also cannot take that, bishop e2. c5, queen c2. If bishop g6 is not a thing, maybe there is a chance for queen g6 getting in there. He defends it with his king, which actually allows queen h7 check, but that move doesn't defend anything. Castle instead. This may be the most frustrating game I have ever played, but no worries, we're gonna win on time. C takes d4. I also can't take that. Random move. D takes c3. Queen takes c3. My queen didn't defend the e-pawn last move, queen c3 defends the e-pawn. Knight c5. Rook c1. And my opponent ran out of time. Wow. This can actually become the most boring game on this channel. Both sides play absolutely defensive chess and we ended the game with exactly one pawn of material difference. But a win is a win. Mission Accomplished.